Next week, I have a job interview and I have so much material to go through. What questions they'll ask, I don't know, but I'm the best fit for the job I need to show. I'm feeling nervous and biting my nail, wondering whether I'll pass or fail. But what if there was this one single source that could point me towards the right course? And no matter what my specialization, I would always get the best foundation. Simple answers to all the questions I would be knowing. And now come on, let's get going. Hey, this is Chetna and you're on ChetChat watching the 21-day English speaking course, and today we're talking about applied English. In this video, we're going to cover the 10 most important interview questions. Now, we've done thorough research and found these 10 questions that are not only the most challenging, but also the most frequently asked. And we're going to have simple English sentences to give you answers to all these 10 questions. There's also going to be a bonus tip at the end, solutions to the quiz from the previous class, and a big shout out to the fastest 5 correct entries. And I can promise you that this is going to be the ultimate cheat sheet for you to crack any interview. Question number 1. Why do you want to join us? Or why this company? Answer. I would like to work for your company for 3 main reasons. 1. You have some very exciting future plans which I read about on your website. Talk briefly about their future plans. 2. You are an industry leader. You have a strong reputation in industry. And 3. My skills, qualities and experience would be a great fit for your organization. Now, people tend to get very impressed when you answer a question saying that there are 3 reasons for it. First of all, they think you're very well prepared. And second, they think you're very logical. Question number 2. What do you know about the company? Answer. Your company is very well known for customer service, and you also won an International Business Award. And you have a leading market share in this field. I believe that it's an attractive place to work for people like me who are looking for challenge and growth. Okay, now you find some of the words in the answers have been underlined. Please replace those with words that are more specific to the case in hand, to the company you're talking about and to your particular skills. And you'll need to do some research, and that's my quick tip for you. Do some research so they take you as a very serious candidate. Also notice that the answer had 2 parts. The first part was, your company has a leading market share, or it has won an award, or blah, 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 it has so many customers. The second part of the question was, I think I fit into your company because of my particular skills and experience. Now, you know, they haven't asked you that question in particular, but it's a great segue into any question by helping the interviewer know already why you are a great fit for that job. So I'd like to give a huge thanks to SSS, the co-sponsor of this video. Their YouTube channel, Sharing Success Stories, has a bunch of inspiring stories of some world-class leaders. And these videos are all made in English, so you can improve your communication skills while you're making plans to reach for the stars. And I'm going to drop a link for you in the description box, so go check out SSS once you finish watching this video. Question number 3. Why are you interested in this job or this role? Answer. Your company is a leading company in the area of content creation. This is an area that I'm very passionate about. I have worked in a similar role in -- company, or I have done so-and-so project in college. And I look forward to an opportunity to increase my knowledge through the experience and to contribute to the company's goals in this area. Notice once again the 2 parts to the answer. The first part was specifically talking about the role of a content creator in this case, but since it's underlined, you can replace it by any other specialization. And the part 2 was why you fit into that role really well. Now, I would advise you to draft your own answers for these first 3 questions and put them down as a comment under this video. And there's one other question that is very important and I haven't covered it in this video. It is, tell me about yourself. And the reason we're not going to talk about it today is we have a whole entire video already on that particular question, and I'm going to drop links to you for that under this video. Question number 4. Why are you changing your job? Why are you leaving your current company? Answer. Although I love my current job and I have worked with my current company for 3 years, I feel I'm now ready for more challenging assignments, and I believe that this position will help me broaden my horizons and expand my knowledge. At this point, be very careful. Don't say anything negative about the company that you've been working with. Also, you want them to view you as a serious candidate. So don't say, oh, it's been 3 years and it's time for a change. So they shouldn't look at you as someone who keeps changing jobs every 3 years. Question number 5. What are your strengths or your plus points or your USPs? USP, by the way, stands for unique selling proposition. It's a very marketing term, but basically it means what is unique about you, that is your strength. Now, this is a difficult question because while we want to tell them about our strengths, we also don't want to sound like we are boasting. So here are some example answers. My biggest strength is that I'm very efficient at working under pressure. For example, no matter the crisis or stress, I can take on multiple tasks and work under pressure. For example, my strongest trait is attention to detail and thorough planning. Example, I believe that every minute you spend planning and giving to attention to detail will save you precious minutes troubleshooting at the end. And here is an example to support this. One tip here, as you noticed, was that always give an example to substantiate your strength. Show them and walk them through a particular situation where you demonstrated that strength. Now, here's another tip for you. Go through the job description before you craft your strength and look at the qualities that they are looking for. If they're looking for customer service or they're looking for team management, then if you have that as a quality, highlight that as your particular strength. And now write down your strengths as a comment under this video right now. Question number 6. What are your weaknesses? Now, it's always a good idea to mention 1 or maybe 2 weaknesses instead of saying, hey, I have no weakness. But also follow it up with some action that you've taken to overcome that weakness. For example, I'm not very good at presenting to large groups of people, but I'm working towards improving my communication skills and to be a more effective presenter. I recently joined the Toastmasters, which I find very helpful. My weakness is my inability to say no to people. Sometimes I volunteer, take on too many tasks and get overloaded. So I'm trying to reduce my responsibilities and learning to say no to whatever I can avoid. And the tip here is once again, read the job description. So for example, if they're looking for communication skills in the candidate and you go up there and say, hey, communication skills is my weakness, that may be strategically very incorrect. So make sure you plan your strengths and weaknesses in advance by reading the job description thoroughly. And in the meantime, if you want to learn new English words or phrases that can help you craft these answers, then I'm dropping a link below to our Learn English playlist, which you can go through once you finish watching this video. Question number 7. Can you handle difficult situations? Tell us about a case where you handled a pressure situation, a conflict situation, a change situation, or any other difficult situation. Now, this is a time where I'm going to teach you a very important technique called the STAR technique. You can use this technique for a variety of questions. Let's first take a look at how this technique works. Okay, so step number 1 for you is to identify the particular situation that can best answer the question. S for situation. Set the scene and the context. Example, I was the marketing head of my college and the advertising revenues of our newspaper were dropping. This created pressure or this created a challenge since the college festival was coming up and we required the funds. T for task. Describe what your challenge or specific responsibility was. Example, my goal was to generate new ideas, materials, and incentives that would result in at least a 15% increase in advertisement revenues from the year before. A for action. List all the action steps you took to address the challenge. I designed a new promotional package where I compared the benefits of advertising on our magazine versus other ad media in the area. I also set up a special training session for the social media and digital marketing teams of the college to discuss the target market and distribution strategy. R for result. We signed contracts with 15 advertisers for daily ads and 5 for special supplements and increased our ad revenue by 20% over the previous year. Now, the STAR technique is useful not only when you're asked about a problem, challenge, or difficult situation, but also perhaps when you're asked to describe your greatest achievement or a situation where perhaps you demonstrated leadership skills or any situation-based behavioral type question. Now, there's one more question that's asked very frequently and is very challenging, and it's called, why should I hire you? Once again, we're not discussing this question in this particular video because we have an entire video dedicated to this question, and I'm going to drop a link for you under this one. Question number 8. Where do you see yourself 5 years from today? What are your future goals, medium-term or long-term goals? Now, this is indeed a difficult question. It's very tempting to tell the interviewer that I see myself in your chair 5 years from now, but please do not say anything like that. In this question, it's important for you to talk about what skills you want to gain over 5 years and what value you think you can add both to the organization and maybe to the global community in a span of 5 years. For example, in 5 years, I'd like to be in a management position or an industry expert with the ability to train and mentor students and entry-level data analysts. I would like to gain specialized knowledge in the area of supply chain and logistics and to be in a position to create a positive impact both on the company and the global community. Make sure you replace those underlined words with words that are more accurate in your situation. And now, how about you write sample answers to all these questions as comments under this video? Question number 9. What is your dream job? For freshers, since I'm just starting out and don't have any experience yet, I would want to gain some experience and then decide which my dream job would be. That way, I would know from experience. Or if you already have experience, you can say, my dream job would be to work as a dash. I would be able to apply my learnings as well as learn new skills while creating a positive impact on the community. Example, if I was asked this question as to what is your dream job, I would say, I would like to help students learn in an engaging way and create millions of lifelong learners. Question number 10. What motivates you? What are you passionate about? What motivates me is making customers happy or creating campaigns from scratch or from strategy to execution or tackling different problems and coming up with meaningful solutions to them. I believe that I'll be able to do that in this job since it provides a great platform for dash. Notice once again the two parts to the answer. The first is about the job and the qualities that the job needs to have to motivate you. And the second is about you and why you would fit into that job really well. Remember always to make that connection for the interviewer because at the back of his mind, his greatest question is, are you indeed the best person for the job? So keep answering it for him in every question that is posed to you. And now for the bonus tip. Remember to walk into that room with the attitude of feeling like a winner. Remember that you're proud of yourself, you're happy with all your achievements, you're even happy with your current job if you have one, and remember that as you walk into the room, you are a winner. You know, when you feel like a winner, you already are one. And now for the solutions to the quiz from the previous class. And the special moment when we are giving a shout out to the fastest 5 correct entries from the previous quiz. And now that's the end of this video, and I hope that it really helps you crack that interview. And if you want any more personalized guidance, and if you want me to come back to you specifically on your queries, then you can be part of the ChetChatters Members Club by pressing the join button, which is right next to the subscribe button. And in the meantime, don't forget to press that bell icon because we're going to be releasing a new video for you every Friday at 4 p.m. And also give us a thumbs up and happy learning.